Welcome back to Young Justice. It's been a while. This is Season 4, Episode 14, Nautical, Twilight. I was supposed to think of what happened last time. What did happen last time? Where did we end? Zatanna arc, right? Dr. Fate. All that shit. The overarching plot line of Connor being maybe stuck in the Phantom Zone. I don't really know. We haven't really got any answers, so it'll be interesting to see where we go from this season. Even like the little, mid-season teaser thing they were showing off. It was like 30-second clip. Didn't really say a lot. I think it had a bit of Rocket, maybe? Am I making that up? I know it had like Zatanna bringing some people to the Tower of Fate, so they're, continuing that plot line at least of Connor and Dr. Fate. But I know this arc is going to be about Aquaman, so I'm, Calder. I'm very curious to see how that goes, how that all plays into it. Just even from like the little teaser poster thing they did. I think Ocean Master is back, even though he definitely died last season. So I'm gonna really be interested to see who Ocean Master is, because if it's like I saw some people saying that Ocean Master is a different Ocean Master. So I've never heard of another Ocean Master though. So I'm like seeing it, maybe it was a resurrection if they're doing something for the show, which they could be. We also had Mary Marvel last episode rather. She was like being seduced by Granny to become one of the Furies or something. Anyways, I don't know how that's gonna play out, how anything's gonna play out, but very excited to get back into this show. Let's just see what happens. Not this again. Not like this. Oh my god, we're flashbacking to this. Almost a month later.
You okay? I had time to mourn. Instead, you immediately went undercover with Black Manta. And when Wally died, I was a total jerk and dumped the whole team.
Yeah, kind of.
Not thinking about your grief at all. His mantle, but led the Justice
For real? Back to back, Calder.
Connor? Calder, you've always been the leader.
No, I will be fine.
No,
I have to be.
No, don't
Thank you for
that.
your concern. But I have a conference tomorrow in Poseidonus, which I must prepare for.
I don't know if I've just been used to hearing him as Cyborg recently, but his Aqualad voice sounds different. No. Who the fuck? You're dead. You're literally dead. Who the fuck are you? Oh my god. Doesn't he die? Oh my god. Yeah. Doesn't this kid die? Like the only one that I know is Andy Curry in the recent comics. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh. That's all they're gonna give us. Oh my god. Oh, there's more.
Again.
Look at his body, like it's still scarred from the bomb, I think.
Severed. Hey, are you okay?
Well, that's Phantom Girl, isn't it? Maybe she took him somewhere and she got knocked out and now they're like stuck there because she's unconscious. That's giving me more hope now, because like if Phantom Girl's there, then it's something to do with her powers probably. I don't know her powers, but a name like Phantom Girl, come on.
You look well, Lori.
And you look the same, Win. Like an eel eager to slither back to Orm now that he has escaped from prison.
Lori, please. That was 10 years ago. Wen was young, impressionable.
An idiot.
Finally, you show some teeth.
Girl, what the fuck is
If only
happening?
the rest of Titanus had your medal when I annexed its lower territory.
I'm the guy just walking away. Oh shit. Oh wow. That's Violet's, yeah, brother, cousin?
We could get.
It was all I could do to get
I-
my father to send him.
Bishop Beluga. King Nereus continues to
Not
mock
Beluga.
us by sending discuss many issues, including increased hostility between our borders and in
None of these incursions upon the territories of
our waters are
Please.
warming thanks to you, super.
Who'd have thought Connor would become one of my favorite characters in the show? Like honestly, I don't care about him in the other seasons. This season?
I'm searching for answers to so many questions.
Don't wear it at all.
She looks so fucking bored. Why
Personally,
couldn't she
I choose
not
to
be
wear the
animated like
hijab
happier?
as of my faith. A reminder that life.
Climate change
take
and
notes from
pollution
this
from the
show?
surface is devastating our oceans.
Thought your embassy was supposed to fix that. If we work together.
Oh, shit! Oh, okay, he's fine. What the fuck? Ocean Master! Who is this bitch? I know it's not Orm. Who is this bitch? Why are you looking at Mara?
Coral, please! The baby!
Ronan is hurt. I must go to my husband.
My wife and husband are there!
Oh,
We will all be fine.
okay.
If
What
Ocean
is...
Master is stopped.
There's so much happening. What the fuck? Okay. Isn't this this? Is this? There's so many people here. I can't tell if that's the same guy that he was talking to earlier, and like it's a setup. No, he's right there. Right? That's a different dude than that one, right?
Who was he?
I'm dead over that throuple. I just
True power. That title. Now and forever, I am Orm, the Ocean Master.
So,
lots to talk about here. First, I have notes. I started taking notes halfway through the episode, and then I also remembered I usually just go front to back. It's been like a month since I've watched anything. I don't want to get into that right now, but basically, I lied. I said I was gonna get Doom Patrol going. Sorry for the Doom Patrol stands. I swear I will finish that season. I will watch season 4 when it comes out. I'm just dealing with a lot of shit right now. I'm moving and stuff, so I'm working on that. Once I get moved out and I, have more free time like that, trust, okay? Just stick with me. But Young Justice, I got free time this weekend and catching up. Okay, so we start off the episode with a little flashback to all of the little Calder trauma that he's gone through, and when Dick laid it out like that, yeah, Calder's been through some shit. I did note that, like I said, Carrie Payton's voice acting for Calder it's changed, I think. Like I said, I don't know if it's just because I've been hearing him more as Cyborg recently because I'm watching people watch Teen Titans, or if it is actually changed within the show itself, because it's been 10 years in universe. So, I mean, it makes sense for him to sort of grow and stuff, as even just his tone. But yeah, damn, like losing Tula, then Black Manta shit going on, then after Black Manta, he loses Wally, and he wasn't best friends with Wally, but he still was, that was the core 4 there. And then after Wally, Connor dies, or no, after Wally, Dick leaves to grieve Wally, and then Calder takes over for the Justice League as like the leader, and then Connor dies. It's like, damn, give this boy a break. And even like later in the episode, near the end, when after the attack happens and the dust is settling, they're kind of like catching up. You're like, you okay? And he's like, I have to be. It's like, no. Dude, it sucks because I see a lot of that in myself, I see a lot of his sort of perseverance and just pushing through in myself. So I'm really curious to see how this little arc goes and see where he goes, because it might hurt a little bit too much. But yeah, I love that stuff with Calder. And then we got like this little tease that Ocean Master is back, but it's at the end there I could not tell if that's the real Orm resurrected, if it's somebody not cosplaying as him, but there's shapeshifters in this world. There's, people that can possess bodies. There's a lot of possible answers for who this new Orm is. Brett, you know, it could just be Orm resurrected. The thing is, we saw a close-up of his eyes. Yeah, see, the shot that they have, you can't tell. He was decapitated is the thing. I don't think Orm had purple eyes. From what I remember... Now I have to look it up, because I don't know. Orm, Young Justice. I don't want to look at that shit. I just want to see. He had blue eyes. It's straight up blue eyes. I'm looking online. I'm trying. I don't see any spoilers, but he has blue eyes in this flashback, or, you know, like season 1 Ocean Master. So this dude has purple eyes. It could be an animation like choice. It could just be like, hey, we're gonna make it have purple eyes now. But this is more evidence for me that this is some shapeshifter. This is somebody. Maybe not even shapeshifting, because it looks like a shoddy. You know, like what's up with the circles around the eyes for one thing. But yeah, he got decapitated, so his neck looks okay. I mean, from what we can see, we can't really tell, but I feel like they would have really zoomed in to show the neck if it was truly him. So this is some sort of imposter. It's not really Orm, and that's why he's like dodging around the prince shit, because he's really not related to Arthur. I didn't put it down, but we have little baby. What's his name? Arthur, I think they're calling him. I don't really know much about Aquaman lore. I'm gonna just be straight up honest with you. What I do know vaguely is that he loses his son, I think, right? Or either the son dies, or in order to save his son, he cuts off his hand. Or something, you know, something happens with his hand, which is what happens in the Justice League animated show. So I can't remember which one of those two, but you know, we have him. Just want to know that. Lagan, what the fuck's going on? Okay, this leads into my larger rant / observation. I don't want to come off as an asshole, but I'm very confused by this show, especially this episode. Like, they did it a little bit last season, but it wasn't too bad. There were a couple episodes that were like, oh my god, you're really heavy-handing it. But all the gender politics, all the Muslim, you know, religion stuff, this poly thing that Lagan's got going on now. On the one hand, cool, awesome, inclusivity, you know, it's really, it's natural to the point of unnaturalness, because they're just shoving so much of it in like such a condensed amount of time is my problem. You know, all the Violet stuff, whenever they talk about her being Muslim or her gender identity, okay. See, at the end, it was a credit scene. Like, come on, people, do something better. Anyways, for Violet's gender identity stuff, it's all so force fed, and like, it feels like they're monologuing. They, as in the show, is monologuing at the audience about like, let's do a quick little history lesson, or, you know, let's do a little bit religious studies on what Islam is, which would be cool, except this is now an MA rated show. It's, you know, like, I feel like they're really dumbing it down to the point of making like a kids show. Like, you know, let's learn about gender identity today. Well, I used to be she, her, but I know I'm really multiple entities, so I think I prefer they, them. That was so badly scripted at the end. I'm sorry, but it was. And it feels so condescending to the audience that, you know, and again, maybe that's the problem, is that I'm not the target audience for that, because I do understand, you know, I had a minor in gender studies. Obviously not very involved, but, you know, I keep up to date on all that kind of politics going on around the world and stuff. So maybe I'm already immersed in that world, and so for me it's not directed towards me, but it just feels very much like the show is talking down, like, you know, this is you know, let's talk about orientations today, and, you know, I don't know, I'm talking circles around it, but for me it just feels so heavy-handed. And I'm just confused, because, like I said, the show, maybe it did start off as a teen rating, or Y7, something like that, when it was on Cartoon Network. When it got put to HBO Max, it bumped up to TVMA. So if you're gonna do stuff like, you know, these storylines where like, okay, maybe you're just trying to educate people on Islamic culture because there is so much prejudice and racism in the world, and you know, this is one of the ways you can do it is by just sliding it into a show and making it normalized and having a main character like that. Fine, but at the same time, it just feels like a you know, Islam 101 kind of lesson, and I don't like that. Like Violet's whole arc this episode was just, hey, let me go. You know, it was very Sesame Street. I don't know, like I don't know if I'm going crazy or if other people feel this way. And I feel bad for saying it because, like I said, I really think it's a cool idea. Just the execution was so weird, and like it doesn't feel like it fits. If it was done more naturally and it just made sense, I'd be more okay with it. But like half this episode was just Violet learning what Islam is. And, you know, unless that plays a part later on, I don't really know if we need to know that she's going through this journey. Like, we got so much info dump about Atlantis. You know, we got this little backstory with Calder's foster dad or whatever he is now, adoptive father. We got, you know, like, oh, I used to be a criminal working under Black Manta, but now I'm here. And then we have Lagan, like, randomly in a throuple that we don't address. And, you know, we have, I think that the octopus dude is Calder's classmate from the first season. You know, like, we get so many little things of, like, okay, here's where we are now, and, you know, we're not going to explain it. But then we spend, you know, a good 10 minutes or whatever of this, 5 minutes of this episode with Violet going, here's what our god is called, and, you know, what does the hijab mean? Unless that is important to her character, I'd rather just kind of not gloss over it, but, you know, we can just, you know that she's going through that journey. I don't know why, but then again, you know, I'm arguing with myself in my mind. On the other hand, like I've said, maybe this show and the creators and the team were making a conscious decision that, hey, there's a lot of prejudice in the world. Let's just educate some people on this show. So, I don't know. I just personally think there's a better way they could do it. If they really, you know, if that is their true purpose, was just, hey, let's do our part to spread peace and love and understanding of other people. That's a worthy goal, noble goal, and it makes sense for a superhero show. You know, that's what, you know, that's what superheroes are for. Like, for showing that anyone can be a hero and all that stuff. That's why we love. Okay, we're gonna get some ugly for a second, but I'm wearing a hat because my hair is ugly right now. But, you know, that's why we love superheroes so much, is because they mean so much, and they can, you know, be anybody and all, you know, all that shit. Okay, now my hat's all fucked up. There's a better execution out there somewhere. I wish it was just done better. End my rant. We're moving on. Phantom Zone, Connor. We knew he wasn't dead. It's cool that we got the confirmation, like, right off the bat, so that we don't have to worry too much now. He's with Phantom Girl. I'm pretty sure something had to do with her powers. She, like, phased him at the last second, but she got knocked out from the blast, so now, like, they're in this phase world. So I'm sure that's what's happening. On the... This is me being, like, overthinking again. It is TVMA. I'm not saying I want to see his dick. But why would he be naked except for boxers? Make it make sense. Like, if all of his shit melted off because he was in the lava, does he have, like, fireproof boxers apparently? I don't get it. You know, just think. If you're gonna do it, go all the way, okay? It's not weird. Now you're just making it, like, needlessly PG for some reason. Last plot thing I think that I want to talk about is there was the guy talking to Orm. This, I guess he's like a soothsayer or something. He's some sort of prophecy guy, because he seemed to be telling Orm, no, it's okay, just wait. You'll, you know, be patient. They'll accept you or whatever. He seemed to know something about the future. So I'm assuming he's just some sort of mystic. He didn't seem to be any of, like, the new gods shit that was going on or whatever, you know. The Fatal Five, whatever's happening with that, you know. He looks very much like he's Atlantean. So I'm assuming that he is just part of that culture. But then we have the guy that fought Orm. My two thoughts are either he's some sort of... He looks very similar to the Mystic guy, though. So that's my thing. He looks very similar to the soothsayer dude. He has that 5 o'clock shadow looking ass. Could it be like Black Adam or something? But he looks white is the thing. Like my thought was maybe he's like a future version of that soothsayer, but then that doesn't really make sense. He could be one of the new god people, I guess. You know, somehow having to do with the future storyline. I don't know. I don't really have enough clues right now. He had some sort of lightning magic, it looks like. Like, yeah, really my only other thought is, like, somehow related to the Shazamily. I don't recognize his face at all. Like, it's such, like, a vague... Okay, this is some dude, you know? So, like, I don't have any clues about who it could be. Very excited to get back into the show. I know there's, like, 3 more episodes I have to watch. Are they doing 2 a week right now? I don't know. There's a lot going on. Okay, so I have 3 more episodes to catch up on this weekend. And yeah, we'll catch them out when I do. Anyway, how do I say words? Thanks for watching. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you agree, disagree? Do you think I'm wrong for saying it? I know, that's just my thoughts. You know, like I said, it's a good... If the intentions are good, then I can give it a pass. But again, it just feels like there was a better way to include all that stuff if they wanted to include it. You know, unless Halo's going to become a major character again. She's been sitting on the back burner this season. So, like, I figured, okay, she had the Blue Beetle treatment of last season was her season, and then she's just background character. But now they're, like, bringing it back. That was, okay, my last point is, they're also making her, like, the be-all, they're making Halo the be-all, end-all of identity politics, which I don't like. I wish they could have done a better way of, okay, they're going to deal with Islam storyline because, you know, we don't have a lot of Muslim characters, fine. But then all of a sudden they're trying to make it logical, which to their credit there's solid evidence and reasoning for them making Halo into somebody who has a struggle with gender identity because of, you know, the mother box and all that shit, the ghost, and, you know, their body is dead. Makes sense. But it does feel a bit like, okay, this is our prize child right now. Let's just do every storyline there. I mean, we have, I don't know, like they could have done something else with somebody else. We'll see. We're gonna end this episode with a gore before I just say something wrong. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Can't wait. Anyways, bye.